The Mace is Minecraft's strongest weapon, as I'm sure you've heard. Almost every Minecraft YouTuber has used it to destroy their enemies. Every Minecraft YouTuber but me. That's because on this Minecraft server, a player by the name of Hein has the Mace. He's incredibly skilled with it, and it's pretty much impossible for anybody else to get it. But I need the Mace. My only goal is to get the Mace and sacrifice whatever I have to in order to get it. And at the end of the day, I'll end up regretting it. I'm proud to finally present the 6-month journey of how I got this server's only Mace. My story starts here. You see, the second season of AstroSMP had just started. Since it was day 1, every single team on the server was looking at getting the Mace, except I wasn't. Against tons of players while everyone was focusing the Mace, it was a death wish to go into a trial chamber without better gear. While everyone else was getting the Mace, I would be making a base and gearing up. Little did I know, this would be the biggest mistake I would make. You see, something I'd forgot to mention is that power isn't the only thing the Mace brings, because it also brings fear. If I had the Mace, no one would want to take a fair fight with me, even though I'm horrible at Mace PvP. Now, I was starting to hear a rumor that Hein and his team were going around and griefing everybody's day 1 bases, but I wasn't too worried, because my base was pretty hidden. At least, that's what I thought. Alright, wait. We should probably build an escape tunnel in case something happens. Alright, this is probably good.
Yo, shut up, bro.
Hein's team had found and griefed my base. Now that wasn't that big of a problem. I could always make a new base, and at least I still had my life. I just couldn't get past how he found my base. He would have to have hacks or just breaking a rule in order to find it. I mean, he dug right into the entrance. There's no way you just stumble across that. I was completely stumped. I wouldn't have put it past Dragon to be hacking because his team was mostly doing it last season, but I don't think Dragon was acting alone. I think I've been betrayed. You see, I had a day 1 team with a player named Floza. Halfway through the session, he pretty much just left to go do the dishes or something and started telling all of us to go get some gear. Gear for him, that was. He didn't really care what we did. So I made a base, but I didn't grind him any gear. But when I thought about it more, I realized that Floza is pretty good at PvP, and if we got him some gear, he would be a serious asset for our team. So I let him come to the base, and he logged off there. That was until 30 minutes later when Dragon came. Am I just going crazy, or are those vents too close together? I mean, that doesn't just happen by coincidence. It had to be planned. But there's nothing I could do. It was now a week into the server, and some things had changed. It had been a few days since we heard anything from the staff team, and this was normally strange. But while I was killing a player with my teammate, I got a call from somebody else on the server. Hello?
Yo, did you hear about the build competition?
Apparently, a build competition was just announced on the server, meaning whoever would win would get an elytra. Now, this might not sound like that big of a deal, but it was the only elytra on the server until the end opens. If Hein got his hands on this elytra, it could be a massacre, because elytra macing is the deadliest technique in Minecraft. I needed to win this build competition, but without proper materials, there was no way I could do that. So it was time to go grind 4 double chests. Yo, could you go get me like 6 double chests of stone? Now it was finally time to get started on my build for the build competition, and trust me, it'll be worth it. But before we move on, there's 2 things I want to talk about. Check out Pool in the description. He makes pretty much all of my thumbnails, and they're really cheap and very high quality. Without him, my videos wouldn't be possible, so go check him out with the link in the description. And second of all, I want you guys to subscribe. If everybody subscribes right now, I'll hit 1,000 subscribers, and if I hit it in the next week of uploading this video, I'll let Foray MC pick my channel banner for a month. So if you want to see that, subscribe below, and if you decide you don't like me, you can just unsubscribe later. My entry for the build competition was finished, and it was a sure winner. Right? Well, little did I know, Hein was actually working on a build of his own, and it was a really cool Coliseum if I'm being honest. Well, Hein had more members on his team than I did. He had almost 6, and I had 4. If I wanted to win the build competition, I needed to have more people on my side. But there was simply no way to do that. Until I found a way to actually do that, and I made one announcement and got like 20 people who wanted to vote for me. So, However, while I was building my build competition entry, I was in a call with my teammates, and they suddenly wanted to kill a random player named Astro. I thought Astro and us were cool. I mean, he's only really ever helped our team. But now Mist wanted to kill him? I had no clue what was going on. All I could do was stand there and assess the situation.
At some point, the fight's gonna come. At any point, the fight's gonna come to you. So, like, I recommend if you don't fight back, help us fight him right now. Then if he's gonna do what you told me, and he's gonna come to that area that you told me in DMs, and he's just gonna attack you.
Now, the area I had told Mist about in DMs was our base, which wasn't really a secret. However, recently, Mist had been very worried that our base was going to get leaked and that our enemies were going to come there. But I don't think that's a very good reason to kill Astro. Mist really had gone off the rails with this decision. Clearly, he was working under his own agenda, and he didn't care what anybody else thought. The rest of my team just followed in his footsteps, afraid of being caught in the crossfire. I just couldn't get over why Mist would want to do something like that. Unless he truly wanted to be the villain, he didn't have a motive. Everything wouldn't make sense now, but it would. It's funny to think that that Coliseum once built for a build competition would have such reactions. Mist wanted to rule over the server, and everything he was saying was piecing together. And the same few words would echo in my head for the rest of the server.
Some people just need to die, Tommyinnit.
He wouldn't. Mist, there's actually no way you just did that. After this, I made myself an internal goal to promise that I would sacrifice whatever I needed to in order to get the mace. Mist was going to die, and I would betray my entire team just to stick to this goal. If Mist wanted to see what it was like to be the villain, then he was going to take the downfall for it. And what I did next would destroy the entire server. Because what I did next was message Hein. Mist and Hein then fought each other in a fair duel. But this was beside the point. I already knew Mist was going to lose. But Focusing on Mist wouldn't get me the mace. If I wanted to obtain my goal, I would need to talk to Hein himself. So I called him to a meeting at my temple. Hein, I'm sure you understand the events that have gone on in the past day. I mean, with Mist killing Astro and everything like that. So I was wondering if I could find a spot in your team.
Now, why would I put you on my team?
I mean, we have the same goals, we have the same motives.
What are my goals to you?
Well, I know my goals. I mean, like, finding people who need to pay for something and making them pay for it. I mean, I already betrayed Mist for you. I helped you kill him in that fight.
Like, you're a revenge type?
Not so much revenge, but more reconciliation. I mean, I feel like with your mace and my, well, strategy, we could be a real force to be reckoned with, you know?
So the thing is that all you have to try and join my team? Like, you're equal to Mace, you're not rich, all you have is this build. Unless you win the build competition and give me the elytra, there's no way.
Hein had just given me a serious ultimatum. Either give him the elytra from the build competition or not join his team. But if I was going to get the mace, I needed to get close enough to him in order to kill him. And the best way to do that was by joining his team. Then I could simply betray him when the time was right. However, this is when I started to realize that I was focusing too much on other people, which is when I got the perfect opportunity to get the mace. Cam, one of Hein's teammates, had a contract on him, allowing anybody who held it to get the mace at any time. Since Cam had a lot less skill than Hein did, he was a lot easier to kill. So me and my teammate Aruez went to do a 2v2 at spawn. And if we win, I can finally get the mace. Skill-wise, we were winning the fight, but the problem was they simply had more resources than we did. We were now finally down to our last few golden apples. If we didn't pull something soon, we would be dead, and my only chance of getting the mace would be gone for good. However, there's something you have to remember. Pulling things is all I know. It wouldn't be a good video if things didn't go wrong. Of course it failed. I mean, come on, has anything I've ever done actually worked? I mean, I had to try, and at least we killed Demo Lord, but I mean, Cam was the only one we actually needed to kill, and of course the card trap failed. We had literally just lost the only fight in existence that would be fair for the rest of this video. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Arua's died, but I ended up getting out. I mean, this didn't feel like the Mace quest anymore. This felt like the Mace generational failure. I mean, first, our team leader is a bum. And then next, we fight a bunch of bums and we lose. I mean, this was terrible. I mean, the only choice at this moment was to betray Mist and join Hein's team, giving him the Elytra. The problem was, this was literally a double-edged sword. If I joined Hein's team, I would be causing just as much destruction as Mist was now. So I decided to make a meeting with Hein. But this just felt morally wrong. If I ended up betraying my team, I would be contributing to the exact evil I wanted to fight beforehand. At the end of the day, none of this ever would have happened if Mist had just stayed in his lane. But I guess that wasn't an option. It truly felt like the world was crumbling down around me, and that every side I took would be the wrong one. But if I wanted to get the mace, I had to get close to Hein, and this was the easiest way. So I fought Mist until he ran, and called Hein to make a deal. A deal that would go down in history on the server. You know, Hein, I am actually surprised that you decided to keep your word on this deal.
Alright, let me just finish my contract.
What do you want the contract to say? Just read it out to me as you're doing it.
In order for Tommyinnit MC to team with _Hein and the rest of his teammates, he has to give _Hein the quote-unquote unbreakable elytra that he obtained from the building competition.
You know, Hein, one thing I just want to say before we start is that, Hein, I've seen the things you've done. I've seen how you use the mace. Which is why I want you to know. If you ever thought I'd team with you, you're out of your mind. Why does this keep happening to me? Of course, Hein had survived, and I still didn't have the mace. I couldn't even think of a fair way that I could even get it now. All the chances I had taken, I had failed. I felt like the only way I could win was to break the rules of the server and release a unique weapon. A weapon so strong that it could take down even the most powerful players. I'm not proud of what I did next, but I need the mace, and I promised myself I wouldn't stop until I got it. So I scheduled a 1 versus 1 duel with Hein, all or nothing. You're gonna lose that mace, Hein.
I'm not a fan of liars, Tommyinnit.
The fight was not going in my favor, even though I had an overpowered weapon that gave me abilities. Literally everything I ate acted as an enchanted golden apple, but it didn't matter as my totem of undying had already popped. If I wanted to beat Hein, I had to act now. Finally, bro, I literally lost everything for this. Holy. Yes. Mike. Hello? Oh. I might work. We really have come a long way. I'm just glad it's over, dude. There's probably like something I could say about like the journey or people I could thank along the way, but yeah, the footage speaks for itself. If I knew how much I was actually going to be the villain, I would have done it another way. I mean, I lost my teammates for this. I lost pretty much everything. Nobody will trust me in the server anymore. Yeah, things haven't been the same since I got the mace, since I used that sword to win that duel. So what do you say we move on to other things? Every story has an end, and this is a fitting end for this one. So how about I just say thank you and see you in the next one.
Mace is mine, Hein.